My brother and his wife announced at my baby shower that I was their surrogate. Their perfect marriage didn't survive what came next. I was 7 months pregnant, surrounded by pink balloons when Veronica stood up with her champagne glass. My sister-in-law's smile was too bright, her voice too rehearsed. "We want to thank everyone for celebrating our miracle," she said, gripping my brother's shoulder, "and especially my brave sister-in-law for carrying our baby." The room went silent. Forks stopped moving. My aunt's mouth fell open. I felt the blood drain from my face. "What?" My brother wouldn't meet my eyes, just stared at the cake while Veronica continued her performance. IVF failed us 3 times, but family stepped up when we needed them most. She dabbed at dry eyes. "Our daughter will know how loved she is." Ethan, my husband, stood so fast his chair crashed backward. "Your daughter?" His voice was deadly quiet. "This is our child." Veronica's smile never wavered. "Of course you'd say that publicly. We agreed to keep the arrangement private until after the birth." My hands shook as I gripped the table. "There's no arrangement. This is my baby." She pulled out her phone, swiping to a document. "Then why did you sign this surrogacy agreement?" I snatched the phone. There it was. My signature on a contract I'd never seen, dated 3 weeks ago. My signature, perfectly forged. "You're insane," I whispered. But Veronica was already addressing the room. "She's emotional. Surrogates often struggle with attachment. We've been seeing a counselor about it." My aunt stood up. "If she says that's her baby, we have documentation." My brother finally spoke, his voice flat. "Medical records showing our embryo transfer." More forged documents appeared. Fertility clinic letterheads I recognized, where she worked as an administrative assistant. Records showing my name as a gestational carrier. Fake email exchanges discussing compensation. The room erupted, half the guests confused, the other half taking sides. Ethan was calling our lawyer while I sat frozen, feeling my daughter kick. That night, we discovered the depth of their deception. Veronica had been building this narrative for months, telling coworkers about their surrogate, posting in online support groups, creating an entire digital footprint of a lie. The security footage from my OB's office, where I'd supposedly signed, had mysteriously corrupted. The notary didn't exist, but the signature looked so real, our own lawyer hesitated. "Fighting this could take years," he said. My brother showed up at 2 a.m., drunk and crying. "It was supposed to be simple," he slurred. "She said you'd understand. After the baby was born, we'd share her. You tried to steal my child. Veronica can't have babies. The IVF destroyed her. She started saying things, that God wanted her to have your baby. And you went along with it?" He collapsed against the doorframe. "She said she'd kill herself if she couldn't be a mother." 3 days later, Veronica filed for emergency custody, claiming I was an unfit mother having a psychiatric break. The judge, reviewing her forged documents, granted her temporary visitation rights. The doorbell rang the next morning. 2 officers stood beside Veronica, who wore a new maternity shirt, padded to look pregnant. "I'm here for my scheduled prenatal bonding time," she said. When I tried to close the door, the officer stepped forward. "Ma'am, we have a court order." Behind them, my brother sat in their car, recording everything. Something in his expression had shifted, like he'd finally realized what he'd unleashed. Veronica pushed past me into my home, heading straight for the nursery. She ran her fingers over the crib, picked up the stuffed elephant Ethan's mother had knitted. "This is all wrong," she murmured. "She needs lavender, not yellow." Then she turned to me, one hand on her fake belly, and smiled. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.